Thanks for having us along. Did anyone listen to an hour-and-a-half presentation I did on the webinar the other day? A couple of people. Did it bore you the entire time, or was it all right?
To be honest, I was working on about 5 different things at the same time, so
Yeah.
I was listening, but only half listening.
That's right. I wouldn't listen to an hour-and-a-half presentation either. I think I got a bit carried away and took up too much time. So I don't even have a presentation to show you guys today. I really want to sit down and just say, hey, are you using Facebook? What do you want to know? And start answering questions. And if you've got a page, let's bring it up. If you want to create an ad, let's do it. Like, is there any questions or anything straight away that people about Facebook that want to know more? Well, that's not going well. I said I didn't plan a presentation, so we're going to get these questions coming in. Who's actually using Facebook advertising? Everyone's using advertising? Cool. I'll take you as an example. What sort of advertising are you running?
I just tried them all out, all the different things to see what works.
Yep. Like promoting your page or promoting posts or getting clicks through to your website? All of them? Yeah? And are you looking at the cost per clicks and the cost per conversions and seeing how well it's going?
Yeah.
And is it generally working for you?
No.
Okay. Why is it not working? Okay. Do you have a landing page set up for the advertising when you're trying to get people to your website?
I'm just sending them to like my home landing page.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can we have a look at your landing page?
Yes. This is www.bridalbootcampsunshinecoast.com.au.
Yep. Bridal boot camp coast.com.au. That's a really long URL. Is your email address at bridal? Okay.
Yeah.
No worries. So is this is the page that people land on when they do come to your site?
Yeah.
Okay. How does it look on a mobile?
It looks pretty good. It's optimized for mobile.
Yep. Where's the lead capture form on the home page, on the first page?
Down. Where the pink is, register your interest.
Okay. The big thing we find with most Facebook advertising is 80 or 90% of people that are using it are going to see it on their mobile phone. So you really need to have a look at what your phone looks like, what your page looks like on a mobile phone. And when they're on Facebook, they're generally there because they want to have fun, they want to be entertained, so they're not really in the mood to read hundreds of bits of information. So what I find is the website looks fantastic when it's actually on a computer like this one here and we're scrolling through it. But as soon as someone goes there with their mobile phone, they've scrolled about 5, 8, 9 times before they're getting down to like the really prominent register your interest. I did notice another one before get access now. But you need to make it a lot more sharp if you want people from Facebook to put their details in. So we find the ones that work the best are literally with 3 or 4 sentences that try and promote your offer. Now you've got an offer of some description where it says get access, is it? Is it to get this guide?
No, there's a free report there.
So to get the free report. So we find it really good as soon as they land there, get access to this right now and not have a thing where they have to click away. Because they've already come from Facebook, you've annoyed them, they've gone away from being entertained and looking at random memes on the internet, they've landed on your page. If it was just name, email address, get access now, and they could put it in there and then, you're much more likely to convert those people that have come from Facebook. It's something really quick that they can do, as opposed to, I suppose, not wasting a lot of time, but reading, and then they go, oh yeah, that was great, and then they go back to Facebook again. So if you can, the first page they come to has name, email address, contact number, click here. You'll find it works a lot better. And have that prominently up the list as well as down the list so that, as I say, when they're on their phone, they only have to scroll maybe once or twice before they're sold and they can put it in. Anyway, I find that works better. We could bring up one of the Create PT Wealth ones that works like that. Yep. So the Create PT Wealth, does everyone know about AFBI? Is that something new? Okay. So AFBI is sort of more of a training business sort of thing that these guys have. But we are running some Facebook ads for this at the moment. As you can see, as soon as you come there, the first thing people see is put your name in and email address and get access now. So if I've come from Facebook, it's pretty quick. Yep, I want that. Put my details in and off I go. To see what it looks like on a mobile, you can do this here. So you can see when someone comes on a mobile now, they've got the video there, which is going to explain everything, and then the first thing they see is put your details in right here. So again, the offer is one of the first things they get to. They don't have to scroll for a long time before they figure out what's going on.
It's matched up with the ad, I guess, is what you're saying. So they're seeing the ad, that clearly explains that's why they're coming here in the first place.
Absolutely, yeah. The other thing we try to do, if I could pull up.
How did you change that to mobile?
Yeah, if you just shrink the page size down. So this is a WordPress-based theme that's mobile optimized. So as soon as you just, as soon as you shrink the page down, all the elements will fold out or fold back. So you can see it sort of goes back to there. So just to view what it's like in a mobile, just make it like what you'd normally see on a mobile, which is about there. Yeah. So if we go to the Bridal Bootcamp one, I suppose you're still reading, as a lot of text, and then you've got get access. So, I mean, it's not as bad. I mean, some people definitely want to read that stuff, but if it was prominent a bit higher up. Anyway. Also, with the Facebook advertising, I find to try and give them, or give yourself the best chance of converting them, is to make sure your Facebook ads are exactly about what they're expecting when they land on that page. If you give them something and they get to the page and it's a bit different, they'll go, oh, this isn't what I came here for, and they'll click off and run away. So I'll pull up that AFBI advertising we're running. So for this instance, for AFBI with these guys, what we wanted to do was get people to click on the ad and claim the free fitness industry brief. So the ad clearly says, claim your free fitness industry brief. And as soon as they click on that ad, as soon as they land on the page, they see the same thing, claim your fitness industry brief. So you've told them on Facebook what to expect. So when they're clicking on it and then they get to the page, that's exactly what they need. Sometimes I see people run very generic type ads, so it's like, do you want to do this, lose weight, something like that. They click to get to the page and then there's different information to what they expected. So try and marry your offer up very specific to your Facebook ads, and make use of the image that you have here as well. Because you're very limited with the amount of text that you can use on the ad itself, if you can have text on the ad that sort of sells them half the story, the text here that backs up what you're saying. The first thing people see is the image. They're going to stop and read the image. And then if they're interested, they're going to read the next line of text. So always make sure that image is captivating, an interesting image with the information you need, and then, yeah, support it with the text that's here. All right. So anyway, that's, what I recommend for Facebook ads, getting them to your website. Does everyone run conversions? Or track conversion, so it gives you a cost per conversion. Does anyone know how to set that stuff up? Played around, yeah. Does anyone actually want to learn about that, setting up conversion, so you can have a look? Yeah. All right, so this is a property development company that we're working with. So they've got properties in Toowoomba, and they want to sell them to investors. So we've been sending out ads. We had a bunch of ads going out to, as you can see on the screen here, to Sydney, Melbourne and Perth. And we were targeting people with an interest like in investment, real estate, people that had really high-end sort of taste. So that's where we were running the ads. And you can see here the amount of conversions we had was 48. So that's 48 people, once they landed on the development site, were like, yes, I want more information about this property. So I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so this is the ad we were running here. So as I said, targeting people, Melbourne, Sydney, Perth. You're looking for a smart investment before the southeast Queensland property booms. A lot of the people in Sydney, Melbourne, Perth, they realise their houses are way too expensive. They don't want to invest there because it really has boomed. So we thought that would capture their attention, which it did. And you see all the comments and likes there. I'll just view it in the feed. So I'm not a massive fan of their actual website, but when people click through, So there, it tries to give them a little bit of information about the opportunity in Toowoomba, and then the want more information that's here is put your name, phone number, register interest now. So we really had no interest in the amount of people that would go to the page. We weren't judging on how many clicks we got. We really wanted to know is how much it was costing us to get one person registered and actually putting their details in. Someone going there and not contact them, as I said, that's not going to help them out. And from the, so go back here. So from this campaign we were running, I think they've sold 2 properties off that. So as you can see, we spent $1,200, but they sold 2 properties and they made a profit of about $20,000, $30,000 each one. So they were more than happy to spend the $1,200 or $500 odd to make one sale. Your industry is very different. You're probably more likely to want to spend $20 or $30 to get a client, but this is a different industry example. So I'll go through, I'll show you how to set up conversions. This is a great computer. Okay. Okay. So when you land in your Ads Manager, everyone's familiar with Ads Manager and how to get to there? No? You haven't used that yet? Okay. If you are back on your home page, most people, when you have a business page, you'll see Ads Manager on the left-hand side there. So you can click on that and it'll take you into it. Alternatively, you can also type Ads Manager into your search box here and go into Ads Manager. So Ads Manager is where all your billing information sits, you change all your settings and create ads. So the one we wanted to look at was conversion tracking. So you see conversion tracking on the left-hand side. Okay. So we have no conversion tracking set up yet. So you create a pixel. So this is the set of instructions to report back to Facebook to say someone's got to that particular page and say, yes, that's a conversion. So once we create a pixel, selected a name. You don't have access to the back end of your website at all, do you? Yeah. You do? We could bring it up? Yeah. Cool. So we're going to call this Bridal Bootcamp. Select what it is, so this would be a registration that we're trying to target, and you just hit Create Pixel. Okay, so this is the line of code that needs to be placed on your website. For Bridal Bootcamp, she's going to be sending people to this page from Facebook, so once they land here, they're going to go Get Access Now. Okay, don't spam me, please. I'm not getting married.
I've got double opt-in.
Okay, cool. All right, so this is the page that it's landed on now. So this is the page that you need to put that conversion goal on. So it tells Facebook that once they've gotten to this page, report back and say, yes, that was a conversion. The difference is when you set your ads up and actually say you want conversions, it's going to send them to people that are most likely to actually convert and actually type their details in. So it registers all the user IDs, everyone out there on Facebook, and it knows who actually clicks on web links and actually who puts their details in to websites. As opposed to if you're just bidding for people to go to your website, you'll get all the traffic of people most likely to go to websites, but then you're going one step further and it'll show people that are most likely to actually engage with things past that. So it is good to do it like this. That's done through MailChimp, is it?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I'm changing over to Aweber, okay?
okay, so it's really hard to put a conversion tracking pixel onto the thank you page from MailChimp because this is no longer her website. This is actually MailChimp, so you have to do it through MailChimp.
Go back to a different page.
Yep.
Sorry, back to the original page. Go back again. So just back to the, and go down to the register now. Register your interest. That will go to another page on the website.
Okay, cool.
I just haven't done it for the free report because I can't be bothered. Because it's a free report and I can't be bothered spending time on free stuff.
Okay. someone got the link to the thank you page.
Oh,
Yep.
it
And not by registering, but somehow got it on it. That registered
doesn't
conversion.
go.
It would, yes. So every time that page is visited by someone. Every time it's visited by someone, it will register as a conversion, only if they come from Facebook. Not if they come from Google or they're on your website, but if they come from Facebook and land on the page you've put that tracking pixel into, it'll come back and say, yes, we made a conversion.
Sorry, I lied. That page doesn't go to a
That's all right.
page.
Most of the time, yeah, put it as a thank you page and then it's really easy to get it going. The other thing is a lot of people come to your website and you're not getting all your traffic from Facebook going through, but I take it you're getting a lot of people putting their name and details in there. As I spoke about on the webinar as well, it's really important as soon as they've put their name and details in, the next page they see says thank you or this, but has follow us, connect with us on Facebook, connect with us on Google, connect with us on Twitter. Because if they're already expressed interest in your business by putting their name and details in, they're more than likely going to follow you on Facebook. So make sure you get them while they're hot. As soon as they get to there, quick, like us on Facebook and you know, have that like thing in there. That's the other thing I noticed on the front page as well. I didn't see a like us on Facebook.
Right down the bottom of the page.
Is this the normal? Oh, that's the programs page. Down there, okay. As I said, if you've got someone to your website, that's half the battle. I mean, you really want to drive traffic to your website. That's what social media is about, any of your marketing's about. Being able to capture their details is one thing, but then getting them on Facebook is another thing as well. I mean, you want to create as many touch points as you can, so having Facebook in a more prominent position is definitely recommended. A lot of websites, you know, put them in the top right-hand corner, like near where the phone number is, because as you go to a website, your eye's always drawn into that top right. So put the Facebook code in there as well.
I'm going to totally revise this website next week.
Can we log into the back end so I can just... sorry guys, I'll finish the conversion tracking, putting the pixel in that I was talking about. I jumped away there.
Is that because it's in uppercase, do you think?
No, it shouldn't matter, but normally there's no /bridal.
Yeah, no, there is for this one
There
because
is.
it's my subdomain.
That's got it. Is anyone not running a WordPress website? Yep. What are you based on?
I'm using one page at the moment.
Okay. I don't know that one, sorry.
It's
Joomla?
Joomla.
Yep.
The
Okay.
logo just got changed.
Just got changed?
My sister's doing it all.
Okay.
I
I did.
think she changed from Joomla to something else, but I don't know what it is.
Okay. But I mean, both those ones, they have access to the pages and you can put in the header scripts and body scripts and change things. Yeah, I know Joomla definitely. Okay, so if you are using WordPress, sorry, who is using WordPress? Is that most people? No one? Most people? Okay. Okay. So yeah, we'll go to the pages.
There is a page there called thank you.
There is a thank you page. Cool.
Or email someone. Yeah,
Thank you. Yep. Okay. So on Facebook, we created this conversion pixel. We need to copy it into a text file because you do need to modify it slightly. So just copy that. So just paste it in there.
You might even already find this pixel on there. I don't think it's working properly. I know I pasted it into one page and it
Yeah.
wouldn't connect back.
Okay.
I can't remember if it's this page or not, but you've seen.
Look. All right, so that's the pixel there under conversion tracking again. So what's that? So at the moment you'll see it's unverified because it hasn't received any information saying that that's a live page. So once we put it into here, So get this script. Okay. You can change how much you want the value of that conversion to be. So say if it was actual to sign up on a bootcamp and it costs $400 odd, you could put a conversion value of $400 on here, or you can just say it's one conversion. So it depends how tricky you want to get. But as you see it here, what is that? Okay, Facebook's recently just changed this. It's all new. Anyway, see value. So if you change that.
Maybe that's why I was having trouble with it, because the first time I did it like a couple of months ago, it all worked perfectly. And
Yeah.
I tried to do it last week and it wouldn't, like the pixels wouldn't verify.
Yeah, that's weird. I'll have to go check all of them. I mean, I have hundreds of these running. This is the first time I've ever seen the new code, but it looks a lot easier. So we'll go with it. But yeah, see where here it says value. So if you wanted to say the value of that conversion was $50, put 50 there. Or if you wanted to just say you got one conversion, just put 1 there. So copy all that. Put it into here. Update.
Can we go back to the page and save and close on the mouse press?
What's that, sorry, Gene?
So are we trying to get back to the, save and get back to the page now?
Yeah, I was just going to go back to that page. Just get out of it there.
Yeah, press save and close, we'll do it. So just above the green button.
Oh, save and close.
Save and close.
Okay. There we go. All right, so what is this page that? Is that page published still? Okay, so once that happens, as soon as you go back here, you should be able to refresh the page. And see how that's changed to active?
It worked straight away for you.
All right, so now when you go to create an ad, you can say, I want to do website conversions. So if we go into Okay, so these are the options when you come to Ads Manager for the type of ad that you want to create. So instead of just doing clicks to website, we can now do website conversions. And as I said, it's going to enhance the success, hopefully, of your ad because it's going to give it to those people that are more likely to convert. So the URL we wanted to go to was... I'm just putting this one in as an example. Okay. All right, so you'd put the URL of your landing page that you want people to go to. And it'll ask you what pixel you want to use. We've only got one there, which is the Bridal Bootcamp, and it's got a little green dot next to it. Still means it's active. And you go continue. Yeah, and then go through and fill the ad out like you would normally do. So the difference is once the ad's in your, once it's completed and it comes up in your Ads Manager, it will show you your cost per conversion. So now you can see the cost per conversions. I said this isn't the ad we just made, but it will come up like this and show you the conversions. So if you figure out if you get 10 people to register on your page and out of that you get 1 to sign up, and that one person's worth maybe $200 straight away but a lifetime value of $1,000, you can figure out, okay, well I need to have a cost per conversion of people registering of maybe $10 because I know every 1 in 10 is going to sign up, so I'll end up spending $100 and I'll get 1 person that actually pays, and that's worth however much. So you can start to find out if your ads are working or not working. So I said you could do it manually, but it's always good to just look at this so you can make sure it's working. And honestly, if Facebook ads aren't working, if you're not getting the conversions, maybe rethink what's going on. So have a look at your landing page, change it around, or have a look at the targeting you've got on Facebook as well and change that so you are going to get the conversions.
Once you learn all these numbers and stuff, you get to the point where it's like, okay, I need 10 new clients, I know I need to spend this much.
Yep.
Which will be this many opt-ins, this many conversions, and this many sold in.
Mm-hmm.
It'll just be as simple as that.
Let's hope so. I would recommend, perfecting one set of ads and then giving it a go. And don't do it with a small budget. I mean, what is a client worth to you guys if you do have them on a program or a repeat business? I'm not too sure. I don't go to the gym very often. So one client's worth $2,000? Yeah. So for you, it's probably worthwhile spending maybe $200, $300 on a campaign that runs for 3 or 4 weeks and see what sort of leads come in. I guarantee you if you spend $200, $300 and you set up your targeting very specifically and accurately to the type of people you want, and I think last time we spoke you said it was more overweight women, a bit older maybe, so set those targetings, get it going, make sure your landing page is going to get those email addresses, and I should imagine after that you'd have at least 400, 500 people click through to your website, and if you can get 30, 40 emails out of that, then you've got those leads to work on. You can call them and, go, set it up for 2 weeks to run after that, have a look, okay, let's call every single one of these. Maybe you get 1 sale, 2 sales, 3 sales. If that works, spend the time to get those customers up and running and then go, okay, I've got another 200, 300 I want to spend. I'll go restart that campaign. So yeah, that would ideally be how it works. But if you get 0 out of it, then don't keep spending the money. A lot of people waste money on Facebook without getting any real results, so it's important to make sure you're tracking what's happening and you are getting the leads from it. Okay.
When you install that tracking pixel into the banking page,
Yep.
with optimized personas, you can put it in the header, and I've noticed that there's a little drop down menu that says header, footer, and body.
Yep.
Doesn't seem to matter, but just want to clarify this anywhere.
It doesn't matter, yeah. They're just different tags you can use. As long as it's on the page, it's fine. You can put it into the header one and put it into the footer, either one. And if you just go back, and as long as it says it's registering it, it's fine. Yeah. Does everyone know how to put just an actual Facebook like box on their website? Does anyone want to know how to do that? Yeah? Okay. What are we doing?
But I don't know.
Okay. So you need to go to the Facebook developers site. Is anyone writing blogs here? Articles on their websites? Do you have big prominent share on Google, share on Twitter, share on Facebook? It's really important to do that. As far as SEO goes, when your content gets shared from your website, it ranks really highly. So I always try and make really big share to Facebook buttons. And using the Facebook developers thing, you can access those buttons as well to put on your website. So in Facebook developers, now if you've never used Facebook developers, you will need to sign up for the first time. It's only a 2-second process. Just put your name and email in and then they'll give you access to it. So if we scroll down the page, there's all sorts of different things it says you can do. What you want to do is have these social plugins. So inside social plugins on the bottom right here is Likebox. So this is for your Facebook page. So again, this isn't a logo so people leave your page and go to Facebook. This is just on your page. They can click it and they'll automatically like it. I'll just use Bridal Bootcamp as an example then.
It's got a space between the.
Oh, okay. So Bridal Bootcamp's actual Facebook name is at the top here, /Bridal Bootcamp Sunshine Coast. Has everyone named their Facebook page? They actually have a proper URL. It's not just a bunch of numbers. It's a bunch of numbers. Do you know how to make it not a bunch of numbers? Okay, I'll go into that quickly. So in settings at the top, okay, you've got your page info. Okay, and it says Facebook web address. So as default, it'll just be a bunch of numbers and a bit of scramble. You can only make one of these once, and if you want to change it, you sort of have to apply to them to change it. So make sure it's exactly what you want it to be. And it needs to sort of reflect your business name as well. Yeah, and you'll put it in, you'll say check its availability, say yes, that one's good to go, and then you just hit save. Okay, so once we're back here, you need to take the URL and go back into the developer site. So where it says Facebook page URL, you just want to put in your own page name. And you see it's changed it here to Bridal Bootcamp. Now these options here, you can show the friends that like it. So if you've got a lot of room and you want to have that in, you can have that. Oh man. Okay. So yeah, you can show the faces or you can not show the faces. So if you want to put it in like the top right, obviously you probably want to save a bit of space so you wouldn't show the faces. If you've got a fair bit of room where it is and you want a bit of social proof about your business, so you know, so it does say like, wow, look at all those people that are on it, you can keep it like that. So for this one, I'll just take it out. Okay. Can we put this on your website? Yep. All right. So once you're happy with how it looks there, you just hit Get Code. Okay. So this one's a little trickier. The code at the top is the instructions for Facebook about where you put it on your website, and that goes back to Facebook and pulls your details back, sort of just links them up together. The second part is the instructions about where to put the box and how the box should look. So this goes into the script section, into the header, like where we put the conversion code, and this actually goes onto your page where you want the box to sit. All right. You have it already?
Yeah, because the light box is already down the bottom.
I'll need to, do you have it on a global header? Your code might be a little different to my code. That's right. Are you using this thank you page?
Sorry?
Are you using this thank you page at the moment?
I can play around with it.
Yep. I mean, this is a perfect example of where you should definitely put something like us on Facebook as soon as they've downloaded something. So we'll put it in here.
Do you recommend having a like button on most pages?
Pretty much everything, yeah. You want to keep getting the customer seeing you as much as possible. And I said if they got on your website and they're not a fan yet, make them like you, yeah. And make them sign up for something. Get their email, so you're hitting them on web, email, Facebook, and whatever other marketing channels you have.
Even like on an opt-in page, or do you want to try and steer them just towards putting the details in, or would it hurt?
Well, it probably wouldn't hurt. Yeah, I wouldn't make it more prominent than the opt-in because the main goal is to have them opt into your offer. So have that there. But yeah, further down the page, you could definitely have a like. Yeah. Okay, so sorry about that. Okay, so we go back to the script section of the page that you want the like box to appear on. Okay. So you see that's where we had the conversion code. You can leave that there and you can just add this script to it.
You can just click add new and add another script below that box.
I'll just remove this one. You don't want it in there anyway. Yeah.
True.
Okay, so delete. All right, so this is the header section. So for this code, it's the instructions for Facebook. Put that in there. And update it. Okay. All right, now if we wanted to put how do you edit these fields? Is there a...
There's the little pencil.
That one?
Yeah, that one's it.
Cool. That wasn't it.
Probably best to just click add element.
Just add one.
Yeah. And then type in HTML. And it allows you to put in like a short code.
Okay, cool. So copy that where you want it to go. Is that in HTML to start with, or is that plain text?
That'll bring it up as the box.
Cool.
So if you press like save and continue and view the page, it'll show up on the page. It doesn't show up on here, but it does on the actual page.
So where it says custom HTML code element, that'll actually be it?
On the page.
Okay. So if we hit save now, if everything's done correctly, okay. You see the bridal bootcamp has already come up there like that. Now you just center it to the middle, obviously, but the big thing is instead of having to have a click away, you can just click like here straight away. So I'm already logged in with Facebook, so I've liked bridal bootcamp already. So it makes it a hurdle that they don't have to go to. They don't have to go to Facebook, look at your page, and then like it. Because I find a lot of people, when they see a Facebook thing and they click on it, actually takes them to Facebook. They'll go to Facebook, they'll trawl your page, they'll have a bit of a look and go, oh, that was fun, and then leave. Whereas this way, they've liked your page straight away, and now they're going to start getting all your content delivered to them when they get online next. So yeah, use that box when you can. Yeah.
Okay, so then, yeah, because the one I've done, it takes you to the thing and then you've got to sign in.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
So this is a better way to use it. The other ones where you can click on it, it takes you to Facebook. Sometimes if you're on a mobile, it'll open up the web browser version of Facebook that not everyone has logged in, and they're like, yeah, stuff this, I don't want to do it anymore, and they give up on it. Whereas this this like box will help out a lot. All right, so we did conversion tracking on ads, adding a like box. Targeting? How do you just want to look at the very basics of it, like how to target your local area and how to target overweight people? Because there's very broad targeting you can do, which is that. We can just go in and have a look at that. And then there's really specific targeting as well. We'll just have a look at the basic versions there. All right. So again, go to your ads manager. Does everyone know how to create Facebook ad images or the rules around Facebook ad images?
Can't have too much text.
Yeah, so you can't have more than 20% text on your image, but they don't work it out via pixels. They work it out via their own grid tool. So if you're going to use an image, if you search for grid tool checker Facebook, so the first one that comes up, it's an actual Facebook tool. You'll see here, go to the grid tool. So they did this because too many people were running advertising that was full of text, full of rubbish, and it's just clogging up news feeds with stuff that's not really or visually rich. So they said, that's it. Anyone that has too much text, they're just going to stop the ads. So they're encouraging people to use really visual mediums instead of using just text. So, I mean, you can get away with maybe if you were going to do your ad, if your logo was on your shirt as opposed to putting your logo on the image. You can do little tricks like that to try and reduce it. So I'll just open up any image. All right. So in this case, you have to click on every box that has text in it. So there you go. And you see on the right, it tells you how much is covered. So your image is covered by 20% text. So if that's correct, then it's approved to use that. But as soon as we had, if we actually put it wherever all this is, you can see now it's up to 32%. So that can't be used for Facebook advertising. So if you run it, it will get stopped. All right, so when you made your image, put it in here, just make sure it's fine, and then you can go back and use it. Yeah. You can't show like a slim waist or anything like that, unfortunately. You can promote weight loss. You just can't show weight loss. So like a lot of the graphics that we do for Create PT Wealth, they won't be people losing weight, but they'll be people getting fit. So in a gym actually doing things, which works pretty well still. Right, so who was the one that asked about targeting to start with? All right. We'll use you as an example then, as in the areas you want to target, the type of people you want to target. What was your name?
Text.
What, sorry?
Text.
Text?
Yep.
No worries. Okay. So once you're in, create an ad. Now, presumably it's going to be clicks to a website that you want to get people to your page to opt into something. So as we did before, it'd be great if you had a conversion pixel set up on the thank you page. Because I don't have any set up, we'll just use clicks to website, but use the conversion one where you can. What's your URL? FAM?
F-A-M.
Oh. Ah. FEM? Okay, that's your logo there? Yep. So yeah, once it's done this, it says, yep, that website's fine, we're good to go. This is where you select your ad images. So as it says here, the recommended size for the newsfeed is 600 by 315. That's really important to make your images that size. If they're bigger than that, they're going to look weird in the advertising. If they're smaller than that, they're not going to sit right as well. So make sure you design your images 600 by 315. Is everyone using some sort of image editing program to make ads or images? Yep. There's very basic online editors online. So you can use things like Photor for making nice images with text. There's Canva. C-A-N-V-A, yep. And if you want to get a bit more into it, you can just get a subscription to the like Photoshop or Fireworks as well. So Adobe Fireworks is a really basic image editing program. I think you pay about $30 a month for all the Adobe editing suites. So if you're starting to get into that, you can look at those. Or just look at online image creators. Most of them will allow you to select what size of image you want to create. All right, so once you've done your 600 by 315 images, It allows you to put 6 images in here, and I really recommend you put maybe 6 images in. Once it starts running the ads, it'll run all 6 ads, and the ones that are getting the best click-through rate, so the ones that are getting the best percentage, it'll deliver them before the other ones. So if you have 5 images on there and 2 of them are getting like a 2% click-through rate and the other ones are only getting like a 0.5%, it'll go, well, those ones really aren't that important. We'll keep pushing these ones because that's getting your best bang for buck. So try a few different images. Have one that's, you know, with a certain image, and then one with a completely different image, and then another one. And, you know, whichever one works the best, it'll use for you. As I scroll down, you have to select which Facebook page. So okay. So we'll just say these guys. So this image here, this isn't the correct size. This isn't 600 by 315. So you see how the image is stretched and not fitting into the ad. So that's how it's going to look. So you'll be able to test the image there. But if it was 600 by 315, it'd fit in there perfectly. Okay. So once you've selected your page, you'll see how it looks here. This is how it looks in a desktop. So it says desktop newsfeed. There's also your mobile newsfeed. So how it'll look on a mobile. This is probably the most important one because mobile is the one that people use on Facebook the most, so make sure that's right. And then there's right column advertising as well. I don't recommend right column advertising. That's the stuff that's when you're on your computer, appears on the right-hand side, the really small ones. Not many people click on them. It's great for branding because it's always there, but not a lot of people take notice. So mainly just use desktop and mobile. So you can just remove the other one. And now you can put a button on as well. So learn more is the most common one. So now I see learn more button there. It's just another prompter for people to make sure they click on the ad. All right, so this is the audience targeting. So what sort of clients are you trying to get on board?
Females, 25, 35, 40.
Yeah? In what area? Greenbank and Springfield, okay. This is where you put in the suburbs. Suburbs are really hard. If someone lives in Greenbank, they might actually put they live in Brisbane. Someone lives in Sunnybank, they still might say they live in Brisbane. So it's really hard to try and sometimes pinpoint down to that particular suburb. It's a lot easier if you're in a CBD and you're trying to attract people. So you can put, so Greenbank, did you say? So this is Greenbank plus 25 miles. So that's picking up all of Brisbane at the moment. You'll see on the right, it tells you how many people you're going to reach. So at the moment, you're going to reach 1.4 million, which is pretty much all of Brisbane. So you can shrink that down to say just Greenbank or Greenbank in around 10 miles. I think 10 miles is probably still suitable for you to use. So you see now it's dropped it down to 9,400 people. The age that you want was, what, sorry? 25 to 40, and just wanted women. Okay, so now you've got a potential reach of 1,560 people. So you could run the ad based on that right now, and it'd go out to those people. The good thing about that is you are hitting the people in your area, because we've got Greenbank and the surrounds, but you don't have any precise interests on the article. So if you were looking for overweight people, you can use this interest section as well. And then you just try and think of things that overweight or the type of people unfit might actually be following. You know, Weight Watchers and those sorts of things are a fairly good one to start with. So as soon as you type weight, you see weight loss, weight training, Weight Watchers. So you can click on these. It'll give you more suggestions that are similar to the one you've just put in. Alexi, what's wrong with your mouse click? Every time I click it, clicks twice. Okay. So yeah, you can see dieting, obesity, sugar, weight gain, all these sorts of things here. So you can start to add some extra ones in. Okay. So once you've built up, and go through and put a whole bunch of different interests in, just think about what they would be into, what they'd be doing, and then put them into there. You'll see now the audience is fewer than 1,000 people, which is good because you're not going to waste money sending it to people that have no interest in it. You're going to have it more targeted. It's always good to have maybe around 1,000 to 2,000 if you're doing it real specific to an area like you are. And yeah, once you've set it up and you're all happy with it, then you just go through and you choose how much you want to spend per day. So I want to spend $10 a day on this, or I want to spend $5, however much you're happy to spend. And then you just go place order. So then that'll go in, it'll be there, you'll get the clicks to your website. When people put their details in, it'll report back as a conversion. Yeah, so that's basic advertising targeting. Is there any other advertising targeting questions?
So to get, do you think it's a waste of money getting people to like your Facebook page?
No, it's not, as long as they're the right people. So it's great to have likes on Facebook, but Facebook's changed all the rules on us, and when you do a post, not many people see it anymore. So if you're lucky, 10% of your audience will see it. So the new algorithm is when you do a post, it'll show it to a portion of your audience. If that portion of the audience likes it, comments on it, and shares it, it'll go, okay, that's valuable content, and it'll show it to a few more people. And then if a few more people comment on it, like it, share it, do those sorts of things, it'll again show it to more people. But if you put something up and no one likes it, no one comments on it, Facebook will go, well, we'll get this off. It's not going to be on the news feed because it's not good content. No one cares about it. The problem is there's so many people like me and you and everyone, we all like maybe 300, 400, 500 pages on the internet now, and then we have an equivalent amount of friends as well. So every time you go to your news feed, you've got thousands of pieces of content that could possibly be given to you. So it only wants to give you content that's going to be good quality content. So every post you do needs to either engage the audience, so engage them, make them comment on it, make them share it, make them like it. If you do that, it's going to be seen by more. Or you need to promote the post to the people that like your page so that they will see it. And by I mean promote, pay for it.
So does that mean that the time of day that you put stuff on matters?
It does matter, and it's changing quite a lot at the moment. There's people running new techniques. So it always used to be post when you yourself would most likely be using Facebook because that's when you're going to get the most attention. So that still works really well. Early in the morning, lunchtime, late afternoon, and then at night. But you can even try doing things like posting when no one's on at 3 o'clock in the morning. Because at that time, if you post then, there's no content on for anyone else, so your content's not challenging anyone. So once you've posted that, you'd be surprised how many people are actually still checking Facebook at that time. It's probably 10 or 11 o'clock at night, or 12 o'clock is more appropriate. But you post then, you might get quite a few comments and you might get a few likes. So it's going to see it as good content. So when people wake up in the morning, it's like, well, this is good content, and it'll give it to them. All right, so every page is going to be different, but play around with yours and test what times work the best. If you're hoping for people to comment on it or write a story, think about what times you would most likely do that, you know. Alexi gave me a 5-minute wrap-up. Yeah, I mean, there's so much to learn inside Facebook to help market your business that it would take days and days to go over it all. But is there anyone else with any questions straight away they do want answered about it?
Yeah, this one, I don't really use Facebook much. I just try to from Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been coming back to me when they search the name of the Facebook page. It just doesn't come up.
Can we have a look for it? Yeah, so what is it?
Concrete training and fitness.
Is that spelled right? Concrete training, fitness. Is that it?
Yeah. Would it be different on mobile? Because a lot of the people that are saying that it's on mobile.
It is really fickle sometimes, Facebook. It's going to show you the things that is most relevant to your search. So this is you here. I'm just seeing if it's what. So you're set up as a coach, are you? Yeah.
two generic words, and so it picks them up, and nobody can find my page because I've got the word fitness and then the word United,
Yep.
which is obviously United States gets involved,
Yeah, okay.
and then everyone's searching for fitness, and so they can't find my page.
That is a common problem. Like, there's no easy solution to it. As long as you've got your details set up here correctly as well, it normally helps a lot. So your name is Ezra Taylor, Concrete Training as well. If that was Concrete Training Ezra Taylor, it might assist in finding you there. But there's no easy fix to that issue. The biggest thing I can say is, mate, have a link on your webpage so people can like you from there. Yeah. Sorry, I can't really help too much more with that one.
I've created a group as well.
You got a group? Yep.
Pretty much they can just have a, for now I'm actually giving them a link
Yeah?
to say,
Type this in.
on the website or give them my actual code.
Yeah.
Which would be Fitness United Brisbane.
Yep.
And then they just type that into the top and then it finds it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Hey, man.
Cool.
Anyone else with any burning questions?
I'll just ask you, I know there's a few different ways to advertise through Facebook. Another one's offers. What do you think about the offers?
The offers?
Yeah.
Offers are pretty handy. They make you pay for advertising as soon as you put an offer on there. The other thing is they don't actually tell you who's claimed your offer. You just have people walk in with a voucher and you're like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Tells you how many people have claimed. Is there a way of getting the information of who claimed? No. No. It's weird. The Facebook does that. Look, there's heaps of tools on the internet to make, to do coupons that are probably better than the Facebook one. But I find for most people it's better to actually put the coupon on your webpage. So have a landing page set up, claim this free coupon. So then run Facebook advertising, which they're going to make you pay to run the coupon anyway, but then draw them to your website. So you're getting the website traffic. Hopefully they'll like you on Facebook as well. And then you can target who's going to see the advertising, and then you've got their details. They, put it in their claim offer. And then you can personally email them, say, hey, thanks for claiming, here it is, here's the voucher, can't wait to see you. As opposed to Facebook just giving them the voucher and then you don't know who it is, you can't contact them and you're waiting around. Yeah. So yeah, do that one. Cool.
All right, guys. Well, that's Facebook for you. I'm sure there's heaps of things you still want to know and things will probably come up. Scott, in terms of your availability, do you want to maybe share your email address and what's the best way to contact you? Website or?
Yeah, and show it to my website, Facebook. Actually, don't look at my. I don't market my own business at all, so my Facebook's terrible. So I don't lead by example in that way. But yeah, please go to my website, jump on, have a look. If you need to give me a call, I'm happy to help any of you guys out. Even if you've got a question, I won't charge you for that sort of stuff. Just give us a call. I'm happy to give a quick bit of advice. Normally, whatever you need to know, you can do it pretty quickly. So.
What is it, Super Geek?
Super Geek? No, not that. No, that's one of my clients. Don't call them. They will charge you.
Click Media Solutions is the website you're looking for.
Sorry, yeah, I was pulling that up.
Yeah. So guys, obviously an interesting topic, and Facebook is just one of the social media tools. Twitter is another one, LinkedIn, but Facebook is probably where most of your target audience is, so I definitely recommend revisiting your Facebook strategy. And yeah, contact Scott if you've got any questions. As you can see, Scott got a really crappy contact us form. It's missing the vital field. What is it? Can anyone tell me?
Phone number.
Yeah, phone number.
There you go, there's my phone numbers.
Guys, we're going to break for about 10 minutes because we really want to finish early today. Scott, you're going to hang around during the break?
I haven't finished yet. Instagram, obviously you guys might be using that. I find that really valuable for you guys. Fitness is one of the biggest things on Instagram, slimming down. You'll see, as soon as someone starts going to the gym and getting healthier, they'll follow 5,000 Instagram pages about fit lifestyle. So if you can tap into Instagram as well, it's great. The only thing it doesn't do is it doesn't do website redirection immediately, so you can't click on a post and it takes you to your website, but it's great for getting your brand out there. So I use Facebook a lot to do advertising, to find those people, get them to your page. But your clients you've already got on board, get them to start following you on Instagram and post pictures of them and tag them, and obviously all their friends will see it too. So Instagram, Facebook, email marketing, website.
Do you have links like you do it with your Facebook on your website or Instagram as well?
You can only put it in your bio on Instagram. So when someone...
The other way on the website have, you know, like there's like for Facebook.
Oh, like on Instagram?
Yeah, yeah.
You put a button...
Follow, sorry,
Yeah, you can put an Instagram follow thing, yeah. Yeah.
And that's simple as like Facebook is the developers section, isn't there?
Yeah, it's a little trickier. Most people just sort of say follow us on Instagram, put their name. You can put it does give you a link. Anyway, have you looked at Instagram on, or use something like Statagram? Okay, Statagram's like you can view who's looking at your page, how many times it's been viewed, who's clicked on things, your most popular posts. So you've got viewer, statistics, manage, promote, contests. So something like Statagram, and then they can give you a little, like a code so people can like your Instagram page too. So check out Statagram.
Instagram would be another big topic to cover as well.
Yeah, sort of shows you where your people are from.
Yeah, as always, you just need to track everything that you're doing, make sure it's measuring, whether it's really doing something for you, bringing you traffic, getting the customers. Are your customers using that social media? I guess is really the question to ask. But yeah, Instagram, Pinterest might be another one.
Yeah, so they've changed their name from Statagram to Iconosquare. So if anyone's looking for that. Anyway, all right, yeah. Thanks for having me along, everyone. Appreciate it. All right, mate. Cool.